education system, and they've been too slow to respond. They've now come up with this algorithm which is deeply flawed for the A-levels, which needs to be fixed immediately before next week's GCSEs. But for these A-level students that are absolutely devastated because they've been, disproportionately impacted about the history of their school or the geographical area rather than their actual ability, what we're saying to the government is they've got to do what Scotland have had to do and go back to the teacher award assessment. So the system is rigged at the moment. That's the point I'm making. And the system is rigged against some universities. They don't get a fair chance at the moment. And, because of the marketisation of the system, actually, a lot of our universities are financially absolutely petrified of the next few years, especially because of the overseas students and the impact that could have in terms of their funding. We're at a point where young people may be written off for a whole generation of mass unemployment and not being able to get on. So the government really need to fix this now and start looking at how they can give young people those opportunities from all areas, including the North East and including the North West. Boris Johnson said at the general election that he was going to level up, if you remember, for those areas. What this has done is pushed them down and kept them down, whereas it supported children that have come from a more affluent background, like Boris Johnson, who just so happened to go to a private school that gives them a leg up. That's not fair. That's not what he promised to the people of my constituency and the people of the North West and the so-called red wall seats across this country. So he has to do the right thing by these young people and give them a fair crack at it. That's all I'm asking for, and that's all the parents want, and that's all these kids want. Measure me on my results, not on the results in the history of my school or where I come from. And I think that's a fair thing for young people to expect.